Hare Krishna. It's so nice to see so many of you here this evening. Thank you so much, Ravindra Swarup Prabhu, and our very enthusiastic youth team that's sitting out here in the front. Let's give them a round of applause for a lovely Kirtan. On behalf of the Limasi Namahasha and the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, founded by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, a very warm welcome to this evening's Namahasha program. Is there anybody that's joining us here for the very first time? Please raise your hands. And you don't feel shy. Oh, lovely. Let's give them a round of applause as well. And not forgetting, we're all very excited because our guest speaker is also joining us here at the Mercy for the very first time. So let's give him a round of applause. So it is my honor and privilege in introducing our speaker for this evening, His Grace Agnidev Prabhu. Prabhu is a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Prabhu was studying Vedic philosophy, which led him to discover the beautiful music of the West Bengal tradition. And in 1972, he publicly performed bhajans and kirtans in the traditional West Bengali beautiful style. Prabhu has also been a ISKCON temple president at the Laguna Beach Temple. He has owned many restaurants. He is a renowned singer in ISKCON and worldwide. And he serves his time in making sure that he's So we're all very excited to hear his class. Prabhu has come to South Africa on the 17th of February, and since then he's been going to many programs, and everybody has been saying how beautiful his classes and his kirtan is. So we're very fortunate this evening to have him here with us. So let's give him another round of applause. Hare Krishna.
So we shall sing in between again. Bol. I'd like to sing a little bit about tonight. Radharamana Hari. This is a little too long. I take that. Who's controlling the sound? And also this pad is a little too strong. It's blowing my eyes. You think this is better enough? Radharamana Hari Govinda Jai Jai First, let me say it's nice to be here. And thank you all for coming out for this. This is called satsang. Satsang. Sat means truth. Sat means eternal. So this gathering, we will only speak about the truth. Talks about Krishna, Krishna consciousness, about the devotees of Krishna. This is known as satsanga. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said that we can make quicker advancement if we keep company with devotees. On our own, it's harder, it will be difficult. But if you have the association of devotees, then they will help you. They'll remind you when you slip into forgetfulness. We are prone to forgetfulness because we've been conditioned in the material world for many lifetimes, not just many years, many lifetimes. This is not our only birth, it's not our only life. It's also not our first birth. Many people think like that. They think they don't know what happens after. They think uncles used to say in broken English, I'm from the Caribbean islands, Trinidad and Tobago. And my uncle, I remember him saying, when you're dead, you're done. And he was proud to say that. But that is ignorance. At that time I didn't know. But I used to wonder, is this all there is? There must be more than this. From what I'm seeing, I just felt there must be more. And there is more. Srila Prabhupada came to inform us that there's a whole lot more than what we experience and what we see. But we are born in ignorance. There's a prayer, a mantra, that all the devotees chant. It says, Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshunandilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Says, I was born in the darkest of ignorance. But my spiritual master has opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. So, but everyone is born in ignorance. That's why your parents say, go to school and get an education. There's a nice story I heard when I was in India. Father sent his son, told his son, go to Benares. Go to Benares, because Benares was a seat of learning. Still is. So go to Benares, go and get an education. So the boy said, yes, Father. And went. After several months, he came back. And his father said, so, did you get an education? He said, yes, Father. Father said, what books did you study? So he named. In India especially, there's so many books. He named it. The father said, did you study Srimad Bhagavatam? And his son said, no, I don't think we studied that book. He said, well, you didn't get an education. Go back and study Srimad Bhagavatam. So the boy went, 2 months, and came back. Father said, so you studied Srimad Bhagavatam? Yes, Father. Did you understand Srimad Bhagavatam? Yes, Father. And I understand why you sent me back. He said, I think if all the books of the world were burnt and you have Srimad Bhagavatam, you wouldn't miss anything. All knowledge is in there. It is known as Grantharaj, the king of all books. Srimad Bhagavatam. It's also known as the Bhagavad Purana. There are 18 Puranas. And Srimad Bhagavatam is the creed of all the Vedas. So the boy said, yes, so I studied Srimad Bhagavatam and I understand now why you sent me back. The father said, so you understood Srimad Bhagavatam? Yes, father said, go back. and studied more. So he went back, came back after a few months. Father said, so you understood Srimad Bhagavatam? He said, yes, Father. And I understood why you sent me back a second time. Father said, you understood Srimad Bhagavatam? Yes. Go back and study again. He sent him back. After 2 months, he came back. Father said, so you studied Srimad Bhagavatam again? Yes, Father. And you understand Srimad Bhagavatam? He said, no, Father. I cannot understand Srimad Bhagavatam. The Father said, now you've understood Srimad Bhagavatam. So, all knowledge is in Srimad Bhagavatam. Not only knowledge of this material world, but knowledge of the spiritual world. There's no literature like it. All the different speakers of the Bhagavatam are great souls. Beginning with Shukadev Goswami, who was the son of Srila Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the compiler of all the Vedas. He was also a Shakti-based avatar. Means an empowered. He was empowered to write and compile all the Vedic wisdom. But Vedic wisdom is eternal. As I said, Sat means truth and Sat means eternal. This knowledge was first spoken to Lord Brahma at the beginning of creation. He said, Dine Brahma Rida Adikavai. And Brahma then spoke it to Narada, Naraguni, his son. And Narada spoke it to Vyas, and Vyas spoke to his son, Shukadev Goswami. In this way, this knowledge is coming down in what Krishna calls parampara, disciplic succession. Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, Evam parampara praptam, imam rajasyo vidu. Says, this knowledge is coming down. He also told Arjuna that imam vivashate yugam. I first spoke the knowledge in Bhagavad Gita to the sun god, Vivasvan, millions of years ago. And he spoke it to Manu. Manu Maharaj, Manu is the father of mankind. So Manu spoke it to his son, Ikshvaku. In this way, Vedic knowledge is coming down. And if you connect with someone in that disciplic line, then you get pure knowledge. So we are very fortunate to connect with Srila Prabhupada in this movement. This movement is a movement for distributing transcendental knowledge. Knowledge beyond space and time. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we learn that the king, or emperor, Parikshit Maharaj, who was the grandson of Arjuna. Arjuna, the Pandavas, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So, in Bhagavatam we learn that how Bhagavatam came to be in the form that we know. How did it come to be? Well, 5,000 years ago, the grandson of Lord Arjuna, Parikshit Maharaj, he was the emperor of the world. Yes, at one time the world was ruled by one person. There were many other things who ruled. So, this emperor, he was cursed to die in 7 days' time by the bite of a snake. And how he reacted was, when he was informed, you have been cursed, you have 7 days to live. He didn't freak out. And he said, okay, it must be the will of God, so let it be. He could have made some counteraction and tried to stop it, but because after all he was the emperor of the world, not only that, he was a pure devotee, being the grandson of Arjuna, who was Krishna's friend, pure devotee. So what he did was he handed over the kingdom to his eldest son, and he took out his crown and all his royal robes, and just in his copings, in his underwear, he left the palace, and he headed to the bank of the Ganges. And there was a gathering of saintly persons. They were there, and they were having discussions, so on. And he asked them, when they saw him, they knew who he was. I mean, if you're the emperor of the world, people know who you are. So they said, Maharaj, why are you like this? No clothes, what's happening? So he told them, well, I've been cursed to die in 7 days. So I came here to find out what I should do. How should I spend those last 7 days? So at that moment, Agnidev Goswami, 16-year-old boy, young son of Vyas, he comes walking. This is all divine arrangement of Krishna. He comes walking by, and the sagely person said to the king, ask your questions to him. He's the most qualified person to answer you. So they're offered a seat, asana, for Sukadeva to sit on. And then the king knelt before him and put his question. His first question was, he said, what is the duty of someone who is about to die? What should I do? And Sukadeva Goswami said, your question is glorious. A good question. Because the answer to this question is beneficial for everyone. Because everyone's about to die. He said, you know you're going to die in 7 days. Everybody else, we don't know. But we know when death is coming. Either today or tomorrow, 2 years or whatever. And so Agnidev said, you know you have 7 days. Everybody else, they just know that in one of 7 days they will die. Either Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, as sure as death. So then he, for 7 days, 7 nights, without stopping for food and drink or sleep, Sukadeva Goswami spoke about Srimad Bhagavatam in 18,000 verses, Sanskrit verses. And all the sages was present, they were all sitting in rapt attention 7 days and 7 nights. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, that is how it's come to be. And as it unfolds, there are different speakers in the Bhagavatam. Because Sukadeva would say, this sort of question, this was answered by so-and-so in the past. And another person, this was also answered. So there's different speakers in the Bhagavatam. Lord Shiva is in the Bhagavatam. He's one of the speakers. Lord Brahma is one of the speakers. Bhishma Dev is one of the speakers. Prahlad Maharaj is one of the speakers of the Bhagavatam. They're all great personalities. And they all have complete knowledge of the Vedas. There's really 12 personalities. They're known as Mahajans. Mahajans. There's a verse that names all 12 of them. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu. So Swayambhu is Lord Brahma. Swayambhu, Narada, Narada, Shambhu is Lord Shiva. One of his names is Shambhu. Hare Krishna. Welcome. So, Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapila, Manu. So the 4 Kumaras, they're also sons of Brahma. Kumara, Kapila. Lord Kapila is an incarnation. He's also in the Bhagavatam. He's the son of Devahuti. His father was Kardama Muni. He's a great personality. So, Mara, Kapila, Manu, who wrote Manu Samhita. Manu gives instructions for human beings. Then Vyasaki, Prahlada, Janaka Bhishma. Prahlad Maharaj, he's one of the Mahajans, authorities in Vedic wisdom. King Janak, and Bhishmadev. You heard of Bhishmadev, he's grandfather of Arjuna, he's in Bhagavad Gita. And then Bali, Vyasaki, Yamaraj. So Bali means Bali Maharaj. You want to read of Bali Maharaj? He descended of Prahlad, born in a Daicha family, demonic family. He became a great devotee because he surrendered everything to Krishna. So, Bali Vyasaki means the son of Vyasdev. It's Shukadeva Goswami. And Yamaraj. Yamaraj is the superintendent of death. All sinful persons have to meet Yamaraj before they get the next body. Hmm? Yes, please. Okay. So, out of these 18,000 verses, Shukadeva Goswami spoke to Purjan Maharaj in the famous verse. Prabhupada was fond of this verse, he cited in his lectures. Shukadeva said, Kalo doshani de rajan hasti heka mahatguna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param praje. He said, my dear king, this Kali Yuga, remember they're speaking at the dawn, at the beginning of Kali Yuga. He said, this Kali Yuga coming, it's an ocean of faults. It means all bad things are happening in Kali Yuga. Things that weren't happening in the previous yugas. So he says it's an ocean of faults. But there's one good thing. And that one good thing is that Kirtana deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Paramriti. So just by doing Krishna Kirtan, we can become mukta, we can become liberated. Even though there's so many bad things. So, Krishna Kirtan, this is what is recommended for this age, the age we're living in, Kali Yuga. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came down to inaugurate this movement. He started this movement. So, we are involved in the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came with his brother Nityananda. Now, who is Krishna and who is Nityananda? Who is Lord Chaitanya and who is Nityananda? Krishna and Balaram. And how do we know this? from the acharyas, teachers, Guru Parampara, great souls. One of them, Narottam Das Thakur, he wrote a song called Hari Hari Deepale. He said, Brajendra Nandanaye, Sachi Sutta Purnase, Balaram Sulunitai. So Krishna, who is the son of Nanda Maharaj, he has come. Krishna was on the planet 5,000 years ago, but he's come again. He's made an encore appearance in Kali Yuga as the son of Mother Sachi. Jai Sachinandana. And Balaram, his elder brother, he has come as Nitai. Two of them, these two lords. They've come to deliver everyone without discrimination. So this is the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had said, it's documented in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which was another book that Prabhupada gave us. Lord Chaitanya says, in every town and village on the surface of the globe, my name will be chanted. So that was his prediction or order. Because whatever God says, it becomes reality. But 500 years passed, and then, for the first time, Srila Prabhupada came out of India and took this teachings and message of Lord Chaitanya all around the world. We are all here because of him. The great souls like him are full of compassion. Fallen condition human beings. And their mission is to give this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said it in one way. He said it. When he spoke, he was speaking, of course, Indians in Bengal. He said, you must take up Krishna consciousness and make your life perfect, and then you have to do welfare work to others who are not Krishna conscious. So Prabhupada did that. He came, left India. When he was coming, people were telling him, why are you going there? The Western world is hopeless. They're all meat eaters, drunkards, womanizers. But that didn't stop Prabhupada. He still came. There were no temples, there were no devotees, nothing. Now, Prabhupada left about 50 years ago. Right? He passed away. back to home, back to Godhead. And establish this movement. ISKCON means the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And you have all somehow or other you come in touch with this. Now you have a, what do you call this? A namhat? It's nice. During the time of Lord Chaitanya, there were many namhats all over India. But in the course of 500 years, most of them just kind of disappeared, went on the ground. But now there's an attempt to establish these namhat programs. And that will help to make Lord Chaitanya's desire every town and village, these namhats will help to make that a reality. So, does anyone have any questions? Anything that I've said?
Hare Krishna, Your Grace. Thank you for that amazing Kirtan and bhajans at the start of your awesome talk. It's not really a question with anything that you've covered so far. It's more of a question that I'd like to ask. If you could please be so kind as to share your fondest memory of an encounter with Swami Srila Prabhupada that touched your heart, scared you, or made you laugh.
Scared me. You didn't scare me. Well, the first time I heard him speak, outside of the effect it had on me, I came from Trinidad and Tobago, which is two little islands in the Caribbean, West Indies. I came to New York, America. While I was in Trinidad, I never heard anything about Krishna, even though 50% of the population in Trinidad are Indians. Yes. The Indians were brought to Trinidad by the British during the time of the British occupying India. The British ruled India for 200 years. And they were very powerful. They had established, they had colonies all around the world. They occupied parts of Africa, parts of China, even America. That used to be theirs. But people broke away and America was formed. But they were very powerful. Their country, England, is a very small, I think it's also an island, right? But they were so, as far as Trinidad and Tobago, the British brought, when they acquired it, They really took it away from the Spanish. You heard of Christopher Columbus? He discovered Trinidad and Tobago. And on behalf of Spain, he was working for the Queen of Spain. And so, the flag now belongs to Spain. So the Spanish were the first people to colonize the islands. Then fighting broke out between the Spanish and the English. This fighting was going on for many, many years. And the British managed to get possession of Trinidad. And they took possession of Trinidad and Tobago away from the Spanish. And they brought slaves from Africa to work the land. They began growing sugar cane, then we manufactured sugar from it, and other things that were growing. So that was going on. They were bringing slaves from African ships. They did this all around in other countries. Guyana, Mauritius. Yeah. The British were people everywhere. And then the British, they abolished slavery. There was a movement in England, Christian-oriented movement, and they submitted a bill in Parliament, and it got approved. By their efforts, and that meant slavery was abolished, no more slavery. So they had to set all the slaves free in all their colonies around wherever they had. So after they did that, the managers of the plantations in the different colonies, they went to Parliament to complain. And they said, now you've set all the slaves free, who's going to do the work? They were enjoying free labor as slaves. And Parliament replied, don't worry, we still have the Indians. They were occupying India. So they began shipping Indians to the colonies. That's why there's Indians all over the world. And they couldn't call them slaves, but they came up with a term. They were called indentured laborers. You've heard of it? Indentured laborers. What that meant was they had to agree to work for 5 years with no pay. So it's kind of like slavery. 5 years, no pay. And after 5 years, if they want to go back to India, they get free passage on a ship. The ships will go coming and going. And if they didn't want to go back, they could stay. So most of the Indians stayed because it's a tropical island. They have a year-round growing season. Weather's warm. So they stayed. But a or from motherland, India. Anyway, there, as I was growing up, there were many small temples, Hindu temples, small, dotting the land all over Sri Lanka. But they were not, they kept to themselves, and they, you know, they were good businessmen. They're established. But no, they were not giving out what they grew up with, what they learned in India. So, I never heard of the name Krishna. Nothing. But I went to America when I was just before my 21st birthday. And it was there in New York City that I first saw the devotees, Hare Krishna devotees. They were chanting in the streets, playing the mridanga and cymbals, kartals, and chanting. And I had never seen that before. I didn't know what it is they're chanting. And they stood out because they looked so different. They were wearing robes, orange colored robes, shaved heads, with a ponytail in the back, called a Sika. And but the sound they were making, I thought was very nice. I thought it was pleasing. So I stood up and listened to them. But I knew nothing about them. Most people didn't know anything about them. They were like a new phenomenon. So I stood up and listened to them for maybe half an hour or so. And one of the devotees came and gave me like a business card. On one side had the Maha Mantra with the instruction, chant this mantra and your life will be sublime. Yes. So I said, And then you flip it over, it had the address to the temple. And they were inviting you to the Sunday Love Feast. So I thought, I'll check it out. So one thing led to another. I went to the temple. In those days, 71, 72, the temples were all around the world, were very poor. They didn't have money. Starting and so when I went to the temple, they asked me if I wanted some prasada. And I didn't never heard that word before. I said, what is that? And he said, it's sanctified food. So I said, okay, I'll try some. And they brought me a nice plate of prasada. When I was finished eating, they said, would you like to do some devotional service? Now that was a term I'd never heard before. I heard the word service and devotional, I've heard that word, I knew that. But together, devotional service. So I said, what is that? They said, you render a little service Krishna, help us. So I thought, well, if he fed me, the least I could do is do a little service. So it took me outside in the backyard, and there was a broken fountain, big fountain, big this area. And it was like cracked in half. So it could no longer hold water. And they said, we want to remove this fountain from the backyard. But to do that, it needs to be broken up into small pieces. Put it in a wheelbarrow and wheel it out. Could you help us? And they handed me a pickaxe. So, I said, sure. But I spent the whole afternoon swinging that pickaxe. And I demolished that fountain. And while I was doing it, every now and then a different devotee would walk by and see me working hard like that, sweating. And they would say, Jai. I didn't know what that meant either. Of course, later on I realized, well, they were happy to see me engaging in devotional service, and they understood that it won't be long before I'll become one of them. But when it was about 8 o'clock at night, I realized, oh, I've been here all day practically. So I told the first devotee who had fed me and was talking to me, answering all my questions, I said, I have to go now. He said, no you don't. I said, no I do, I have to go. No you don't. He said, look, I live with my mother, my younger brother, and my younger sister. They'll be worried. And he said, so I said, that's why I have to go. He said, no, you don't. I realized these people are not going to let me go. They were persisting. So I said, well, let me make a phone call. Lisa, call my mother and tell her, relax, don't worry, I'm okay. So I called her up and I said, Ma, I'm not coming home tonight. I'll be in the morning, and I'll explain everything. That wasn't enough for her. She said, she had many questions. Who are you staying with? Where? I hope you're not doing drugs. Not doing drugs. So she says, who are you staying with? And I looked at the devotees standing in front of me, shaved heads and everything. And I thought, I can't tell her that. She'll only get more freaked out. So I said, I'm staying with some friends. And she said, you have no friends. You just got here. I said, I have some friends. So I realized, she's worried already. Nothing I say will only make her, anything I say will only make her ask another question. So I said, Ma, I'm going to hang up the phone now, but I'll explain everything in the morning. And as I'm hanging up the phone, I could hear her voice through the phone talking. I hung it up. I spent the night in the temple. In those days, the devotee slept on the floor. mean, bare floor, no mats, nothing. Beds, nothing. But I was so tired and wiped out from swinging the pickaxe. As soon as I lay down, I fell asleep. And then at 4 o'clock, they came to wake me up. And I'm like, no, I can't get up. But they wouldn't let me sleep. They insisted, you have to get up. Again, I protested, look, I'm tired. You know, have a heart. But they would have none of that. They just said, you have to get up. So then I got in a long line. There must have been 40 or 50 brahmacharis in the ashram. There was a 4-story building. One floor was brahmacharis, another floor had brahmacharinis, ladies. And so I said, there's this long line going to the bathroom, because there's about 40, 50 brahmacharis. And finally, it was my turn to go into the bathroom, go into the shower. They had 2 toilets and 2 showers. And I stepped inside the shower, the tub. I realized there's no hot water. It's in New York. They have heavy winters. Very cold. They didn't even have a nozzle on the shower. It was just a pipe coming out of the wall. Really, when I'm looking at it, I think, I can't do this. It's, but the board is behind me, said, hurry up in there, we don't have all the money. So I took a cold shower for the first time. Ice cold water. And they said, you can't stay in the shower longer than 2 minutes, a minute and a half. That's our, because there's so many guys to shower. So, anyway, I went to the morning program. I attended Mangal Arati. That was really nice. They were singing. And then afterwards, they gave me some chocolate beans. Taught me how to chant on the beans. So the morning was spent like that, trying to chant. Until there was a class on Srimad Bhagavatam, and eventually, and then we got to breakfast. So I had breakfast with them, and I said, I really have to go. So I left. They didn't try to stop me after breakfast. And as I'm going home, I had to take a bus. I was going over all that I went through since the day before, And I concluded that I had respect for the devotees because it was austere living like that. But no one was complaining. They were still happy. So I thought, I like pretty much everything about it. I like chanting, the temple, I like hearing the talks, classes. I love the prasadam. But I thought, but I'm not going to join because that's too hard to go to there. So I continue to come to the Sunday feast every Sunday. From that day, every Sunday. And I was learning more, because I would ask questions, and all my questions were being answered. And then one Sunday, I arrived at the temple, and someone said to me, "Today's your lucky day." And I said, why do you say that? He said, well, Srila Prabhupada's at the airport. He's coming to the temple. He's going to give the Sunday talk. So I got excited. I said, oh, finally I'll get a chance to hear him. I haven't heard a recording of him or anything. I said, oh, I just knew the devotees. And they all were expressing how much affection they have for him. And so I was curious. I wanted to. If he's coming now, I'll get a chance to hear him speak. So he came and he spoke. And by the time he was finished speaking, I knew now I have to join. All my reasons for not joining went out the window. They weren't so important. Because I could feel it, the hair, at least I could see. They're living in such poor conditions, such there. But they're not complaining. They're tolerating it. And on top of that, they're happy. Which people couldn't understand. They would say, we are crazy. They told Prabhupada, there's people saying we are crazy. Prabhupada wrote an essay called, Who is Really Crazy? And he showed that actually, materialists, they're crazy. We're not crazy. We are following the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan. And so, that was the first meeting. And I made a decision that I'm going to follow him. And of course, nobody that I knew could understand why. Friends tried to talk me out of it. Family members, cousins, they were all, they didn't know any, they didn't take the time to understand, to inquire and understand what this movement was. So they were just against it for no good reason, only bad reasons, no good reasons. But I told my boss I was to give him 2 weeks' notice. That was what we were supposed to do, leaving a job, 2 weeks' notice. Give them time to find some replacement. I told my mother. She didn't take it. She didn't take it so good. She began to cry. So I told her, I said, Mom, you're crying at the wrong time. And she said, what do you mean? Is there a right time to cry? I said, yeah, there is. This is not the time to cry. student. I said, look, before I started going to the temple regularly, I said, you remember how I was before? She said, yes, I remember. I said, did you know I was doing all the nonsense? She says, yes, I knew you were doing nonsense. I said, but you never cried for me. Now I'm getting my life together, straightening up. And you're crying at the wrong time. This is not a time, there's nothing to cry about this. You should be happy. I'm going to dedicate my life and devote my life to serving God. And I've given up all my bad habits. When I presented it like that, she understood. She stopped crying. And she actually became a supporter. She became a supporter. So that was the effect of the Prabhupada had on me. I had to make a change in my life. Change my lifestyle. We adopt these lifestyles in the material world. Why? Other people are doing it, celebrities are doing it, and we think, I'll be happy if I do it. Yes. No. There's no happiness in living a godless life. I went forward with my decision. As I say, it's the best decision I've ever made. So, I think we should chant some more. I'd like to sing a song, but I don't know. I want you all to participate. How many of you have heard of the song Paramo Karuna? Just a few. This is of what you can find this. So, there's a request that I sing Nadia Udrum. Nadia Udrum. It's a song about Nityananda. As I said, Lord Chaitanya, he came down from Goloka with Lord Chaitanya to assist in spreading Krishna consciousness. It's a song written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, a great spiritual master. So, if you all have telephones, you can find it on the phone. Nadia Udrum Nityananda Mahajan. If not, just if you listen carefully, it's a simple song. You'll be able to catch it and pause it. Nadia Gudrum Nityananda Mahajan. Nadia Gudrum Nityananda Hare Krishna. So this is a simple song. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote something like 4 books of songs. And as I would always say, these are not cinema songs. No, these are coming from the heart of pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada even said, these songs are as good as the Vedas. You can learn so much from these songs because these great devotees have woven the knowledge of the Vedas within their songs. So the songs are full. You can say they're pregnant. So in this song, he's telling us that in the land of Nadia, Nadia is a district in West Bengal. It's part of what is known as Navadvip. Navadvip is, there are 9 islands all around it's part of the Ganges. And that's where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. He appeared in one of the islands, Mayapur. And Nityananda Prabhu, he appeared, many of the associates of Mahaprabhu, they appeared in different places. They were all his eternal associates. They all came from the spiritual world. They were fall like us. But they came just to participate in this movement about Chaitanya. So they began taking, some of them were even demigods. Some of them were cowherd boys in Krishna Lila. Coming to that, just to participate and assist Mahaprabhu in his movement. Why? Because they knew who he was. And he was distributing love of God, Krishna prema, which is, it's rare for someone to develop half Krishna prema. Says it's rare even amongst the demigods. So they knew, now is our chance. He's giving it out free. So they came, along with some of his eternal associates. In one of a song by Narottam Das Thakur called Gaurangira Dhutipada, very nice bhajan. He's Narottam Das Thakur's, Prabhupada sings these songs too. Narottam Das Thakur sings, he says, Gaurangira Sangi Gane Nitya Sira Purimane. So he's telling us, these associates of Mahaprabhu, they were all Nitya Siddhas. Means eternally perfect, liberated souls. There's Nitya Siddha and there's Nitya Buddhas. What is Nitya Buddha? Nitya Buddha means eternally conditioned. We are eternal, but we're conditioned. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, he describes what is the position of all the souls, living entities, living beings in the material world. He says we are in the category of Tatastha Shakti. There's Swarup Shakti, which is what the inhabitants of the spiritual world are. They're eternally liberated. And then in the material world, they're conditional. But we also, we are also of the same nature as the Swarup Shakti. But because we are conditioned, we are known as Tatastha Shakti. Tata means beach. Now you do, yeah, there's a beach near here. I saw. Sometimes the tide comes in, covers a portion of the beach, and then the tide goes out and the beach is over. So like that, sometimes covered and sometimes not covered. And it's Tatastha Shakti. Means we can exist in the spiritual world, or we can exist in the material world. The majority of souls are in the spiritual world. We are in the minority, small. Srila Prabhupada once told somebody, he said, we are minority fools. Because Krishna has certified this place as a place of misery. It's not a place of happiness. It says, Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. Place of misery, and it's temporary. And we, when I say we, I'm speaking about spirit soul. we are eternal. The first lesson Krishna teaches to Arjuna is that we are not these bodies. But the majority of people think they are these bodies. They ask somebody, who are you? What are you? I say, I'm American. I'm Indian. I'm South African. That is also ignorance. We are not any of these. That's these designations of the body. The body has a beginning and an end. As we said earlier, death is sure. It's coming. But because we're in illusion, we don't think about it. We don't think about it, and we carry on trying to enjoy. But this is not a place for enjoyment. It's like a prison house. You know, everyone who's a prisoner, why is he a prisoner? Why is he in the prison house? He's violating laws, he's a criminal. Many of them will say, I'm innocent. But no. We are found out somehow or other we are here in the material world, and we are engaged in material bodies. Material bodies like our cell and sentence. You have to live in this body for certain years, and you have to suffer so many different kinds of miseries. The Vedas describe that we basically three kinds of miseries: Adhyatmic, Adhibhautik, and Adhidaivic. We suffer misery just because we have a material body and a material mind. Right? Then misery is caused by other living entities, our neighbors. Even the insects cause misery. Right? So, misery is caused by others. Then Adhidaivik means misery is caused, we say, by nature, like hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, all these things. It means that demigods are causing these. He controls of the material world. And we can't do anything about it. So it's not a place, it's not designed for you to be happy. So when you, as I said in the beginning, we're born in ignorance. And we go on living in ignorance. And if we die in ignorance, die just like an animal, a cat or a dog or some other animal, not knowing what will happen next, where will we go next, what type of body will we get next. The Vedas say there are 8,400,000 different species of life in the material world. And we have been through all of them. Now we are here in a human body, but we've been through all the other species. But human life is different from animal life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu He says, in human life, we have full consciousness. We are given full consciousness. And we can inquire, who am I? What am I? What is the purpose of life? Who is God? Is there a God? Who is God? What is my relationship with Him? What is my relationship with this material world? Human life is for inquiring about these things. But who's doing that? Who's doing that? Yes, we go to school, like we're told, get an education, but the education is incomplete. Because you never find out, you never learn who you are, what you are. If you don't know who you are, what you are, how can you be happy? So, ignorance is the cause of bondage. As I said, this life is, we've gotten this life, this present life, on account of activities in the past life. It's not an accident that you are born in this place, and born in that place, and so on. There's no accident. There's no accident in the whole creation. There is a supreme controller, and there are also other controllers who are subordinate to the supreme. They are called demigods or devatas. So someone's in charge of the sun, someone's in control of the moon, the oceans, the wind, everything. There's a control, a person behind everything, all the workings of material nature. You can call them unseen controllers. You can't see them. But you should conclude there is control because there is order in how the world is going. The seasons are changing, right? In an orderly way. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, back spring, summer, it goes around. This is a cycle. And when you see order, order implies that there is intelligence behind it. There's intelligence behind it. And there is greater intelligence. There is supreme intelligence. So it's not by chance or accident anything's happening. Krishna explains all of this in Bhagavad Gita. How the material world is running. There are three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And we are under these modes. We are affected by these modes. But we can rise above them. Krishna tells Arjuna, Trigunya Vishaya Veda. In human lives, we can rise above this. And this chanting, Harinam, This is for the purpose to purify our existence, purify our heart, our mind. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he left 8 verses from the Shikshastakam. In the very first verse, he said, Chaito Darpana Margana. This chanting will cleanse your mind and heart. So, we are chanting, but we're not chanting musically. No. We're advised by the Vedas and by the great teachers, spiritual masters. So, we can make our lives perfect if we take to this chanting. It's so simple, it's easy to do. Doesn't cost you anything. You know. So, but the benefit of it is so great. And you have intelligence. This is what separates a human being from an animal. Animals never inquire. The dog doesn't, he never inquires. Why do people chase me away and I walk? He never inquires. So we don't have to. Oh, I see a cake. It means it must be somebody's birthday. That's a good cake. So, should we chant some more or what?
Yes.
Let me go. MC.
Given future time constraints, we can move on to the next part of our program, and maybe we can chant during the Kirtan, the final Kirtan.
What's the next part?
The announcements, the cutting, and then we move on to our
Okay, so
and
you
Kirtan.
take over. You want to do the announcements? Or you want something to do with this cake?
So thank you so much, Prabhu. It was such amazing. We all have been so excited. We were looking forward to your wonderful association when the date was set for Namahasha. I know many of us have been very eagerly anticipating this evening's Namahasha. And as I look into the crowd, I see so many devotees that have made this special trip to join us this evening to hear your class. So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your association. Thank you for sharing your experiences with us. Thank you for sharing your memories. We are truly fortunate to have Prabhu's amazing association this evening. So thank you once again. So I move on to announcements. So as Prabhu mentioned in his class, that one of his first experiences was coming to the Sunday Love Feast program. And that tradition still stands. Our Hare Krishna temples in Chatsworth, Sri Radharanath, and New Jagannath Puri in Phoenix still have Sunday Love Feast programs. And again, we are very fortunate at New Jagannath Puri this Sunday at the Sunday Love Feast program. Prabhu is going to be there to give class. Haribol! So a humble request, if you are available, please join Prabhu for his class at the New Jagannath Puri in Phoenix this Sunday starting at 11 a.m. On Wednesday is Mahashivratri, and the Lamasi Namahasha, our Lamasi Namahasha has been given the opportunity to render a small class and Kirtan on Wednesday in Tongat from 7 to 8. Madhurya Mataji will share more information on the Lamercy chat. But it is in Tangat, next to the fire department, opposite Tangat Town Hall. So please do join us on Wednesday for Mahashivratri from 7 to 8. Also, as I mentioned last week, on the 16th of March, we have the wonderful opportunity to prepare the Sunday Love Feast at Sri Sri Radha Radhanath, that is the Hare Krishna temple in Chatsworth. We humbly request for each and every one of you to please join us and assist us for these preparations for the Sunday Love Feast. It takes a lot of planning, it takes a lot of preparation, we require a lot of hands, and we also require a lot of sponsorships. On behalf of Mahaprasad Prabhu and Madhurya Mataji, we would like to thank everybody that has sponsored, that has given us donations, that have given us support in some form or the other. Our Namahasha would not be the same without each and every one of you giving us this love and support all the time. So once again, our Namahasha is celebrating a birthday. Actually, it's been quite a few birthdays this week. So I'm trying to look in the crowd and see if all our birthday girls are here. So I'm just going to call them out, and if you're here, please don't feel shy, come forward. The Lamercy Namahasha would love to celebrate your birthday with you. It is such a special occasion. I'd like to call Adele, Annie Mataji, Chandrika Mataji, Usha Mataji, and amongst these lovely ladies, we have a very special boy. I'd like to call Rishikesh. Please come forward. All you lovely birthday boys and girls, please come forward. Oh, I see everyone is here. That's great. So, since Usha Mataji is right in the front, I'll start with her. Such a wonderful, wonderful devotee. Many of you will recognize her as Lakshmira from our 10th campaign. Haribol. And as I mentioned at our 10th campaign last year, it was a very challenging role. And when I looked at the script, I was like, okay, that's quite a character. And who am I going to ask? Who are we going to get? And I remember thinking of Usha Mataji, and I asked her, and without a moment of hesitation, she said, yes, I will do this role, because it is for Sri Krishna. So that's Usha Mataji, always assisting us with our plays, and always supporting us at Namahasha. Come to Adele. Adele is always here as well, enthusiastic youth, part of our Namahasha. Annie Mataji, please come through, always so loving, and always here to dedicate her time. Rishikesh, also our youth. Our youth are so important, they are our future of ISKCON. Such an enthusiastic young devotee, always very happy to be here with us. I see Chandrika is not prepared to come, that's okay, we don't want to put you on the spot. But from all of us, Chandrika, we wish you a very, very happy birthday. Haribol to Chandrika, but he's not going to sing, even though you're in the back, we'll sing for you as well. So, Ravindra Surkamu, will you sing? Prabhu, will you sing? Maybe the Hare Krishna Mahamantra or the happy birthday, something?
Let him sing happy birthday.
Dear devotees, we are here to celebrate the wonderful devotees' birthdays. So let's join in the chanting Hare Krishna. We chant this birthday in the Hare Krishna style. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare May all living things born again. Go.
Hare Krishna. So I was just trying to get everyone's, all our birthday girls and our birthday boys, loved ones, to please come forward to feed them. So can I call Nivesh Prabhu to please come forward? Sheila Mataji to please come forward, Danny Prabhu and Raj Prabhu. You all don't have to be shy. You're only doing the feeding. When it's your birthday, then we're going to give you all the mic. And if anyone would like to say a few words, or all of y'all, we'd appreciate that. Just a few words while we're waiting for everyone to come. Raj Prabhu?
He's right here.
Okay. Nivesh Prabhu, Danny Prabhu, and Sheila Mataji. So that gives you a few minutes to think about what you're going to say, right? So you don't have to catch me later and give me a tongue lashing for that. Come through, Danny Prabhu. And Sheila Mataji. So on behalf of our little Mercy Namahata, we wish you all a very happy birthday. Thank you for everything that you'll do for us. You all are very loved, you all are very special, and may Lord Krishna bless you all abundantly, and may you all have a very happy Krishna conscious year. So I think we're just waiting for Sheila Mataji. Come through, Mataji.
Saving the best for us.
Absolutely. Come through, Mataji. Okay, you can cut your. And this cake is absolutely stunning, so beautiful. Arjunia Gopi Mataji, thank you so much for making such a beautiful cake. Absolutely stunning. Please go through and touch it, please. You all can hold on. Okay, while we're doing that offering, Ushamaji, maybe we'll start with you.
Hare Krishna to everybody. His Grace, in his very inspiring story, spoke about God's will and what will be. Thank God that He has willed me to be here with this loving Namhata family. And a special, very big thank you to Mahaprasad Prabhu and Madhurya Mataji for always being so loving and caring towards all of us here. And may Krishna really bless you for this. And thank you once again for making this a special day. Jai Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I'm Adele. I would like to thank Mataji for taking the time out and doing this for me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I'd like to say thank you, Madhuri Mataji and Prabhu, for always engaging us in your service, and all the wonderful devotees for your association. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hare Krishna, everybody. My name is Rishikesh. I'm very grateful to Mahaprasad Prabhu and Mataji for opening up this wonderful Namahata. Thank you so much for celebrating my birthday with me today, although it was yesterday. But Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
So if the loved ones can come closer and you all can feed the birthday girls and birthday boy.
That's the face for
Haribo. I see Raj Prabhu was very tempted to bless Mataji's face there, but he decided to be a good boy for tonight. Chandrika, you come forward. Let's give Chandrika some encouragement. You don't have to say a few words. Just come forward so we can feed you a piece of cake. Let's give her a round of applause and let's give her some encouragement. We promise to not give you the mic. I think you were planning this grand entry, Chandrika. I think so. Come, Joe. And Krishna Priya will feed Chandrika. Okay, thank you and happy birthday once again and a very, very blessed Krishna conscious year for 2025. Hare Krishna. So we now have reached the end of our program. May I call Dwarkadesh Prabhu to please come forward and he'll perform Aarti. And we have our amazing singers. We have His Grace Agnidev Prabhu here and Ravindra Swarup Prabhu that will lead us into amazing Kirtan. Thank you once again for attending today's Namahasha program. We look forward to seeing everybody. So our next Namahasha program is on the 7th of March. As you all know, it's every alternate Friday. And one more announcement. On the 8th of March, we are gathering together here to make kachoris for the Sunday Love Feast program that will be on the 16th of March. So please, we humbly request you all to please come through, save the date, avail yourself. We need everyone's help and assistance on the 8th of March to make kachoris. It will be a Saturday morning. Thank you once again. Safe travels, Hare Krishna. Please may we all rise.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you.